Britney has declared war against Hollywood and those that exhibit toxic behaviour. Well, for Queen Britney, let's go to battle. Hey up everyone, it's me, Steph the Alternate, your nerdy alternative, filling in for Andy today. And yes, Britney has just declared war against Hollywood, and actors who live in LA are showing no remorse for those that exhibit toxic behaviour. Now, in a since deleted Instagram post, Britney says the following: I did research about bullying and kids being mistreated at school. It's pretty interesting what I came across. Now, my question first and foremost is, why did Britney research into bullying and kids being mistreated at school? That sentence there to me sounds like she was researching children being mistreated and children being bullied at school. Just thinking out loud, a bit of an open question there. If you've got any opinion, conspiracy theories, whatevers, put them in the comments below this video. She goes on to say, though, I've probably studied human emotion more than anyone on the planet, and have been a person that was studied and analysed like a science lab against my will, so I find this pretty exceptional viewing the data. We all have our inner subconscious thoughts, and some are better suited to hide those emotions or weakness. Most of them live in Los Angeles. They are called actors and actresses. And unfortunately, I've never been that great at acting, but you can guarantee I can spot one a mile away. Ooh, she calling actors and actresses two-faced? I wonder, right? She then says, they put shivers up my spine, almost similar to what a person would feel if they saw a real criminal. So she's likening actors and actresses in LA to real criminals here, guys. She then says, I wear my heart on my sleeve and I've had to learn the hard way, but I do know what it's like to feel tormented, bullied, and completely humiliated. I speak about this because the main thing I found interesting in this is that when it comes to emotion, there really is no explaining it. It's honestly beautiful, but ABUSE on top of it, that's where it gets a little more serious. Is it a big deal? 100% it's a big deal. And I would agree. Yeah, when you factor in ABUSE, at that point, that goes next level, right? So yeah, 100% it is a big deal. The thing I found so disturbing is out of all the bullying that I've researched, most of the victims were the ones who harmed themselves. I actually found that really interesting because you would think the person who caused the emotional turmoil would be the one of guilt and would want to take on that act. Even when some victims actually did unalive themselves, the person who caused it got away with it, never even shows a sign of remorse at all. So here, exposing the toxic behaviour in Hollywood, right, guys? It feels like she's trying to explain that in Hollywood, you've got actors and actresses that are two-faced as hell, right? And they are absolute big, major bullies to the point where the people that they're bullying are harming themselves and unaliving themselves. That's what I'm getting from this, right? She then says, I believe those people are actors and live in Los Angeles. So here, to me, she's declaring war against Hollywood right now. And she's exposing them. She then says, I will just say it. I have a pretty home in Los Angeles, but the people scare me there and always have. Maybe I should take an acting class and not be so serious with my real emotions. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'd rather be wrong than give my lips and smile to someone who isn't even qualified to go 2 feet near me. P.S. Yesterday with the sailors. And she there is just linking back to the picture that she put as part of this Instagram post. But here, I can't help but notice that, to me, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, Britney Spears is absolutely declaring war against Hollywood, calling the actors and actresses in LA absolutely two-faced, but going one step further, saying that they've got toxic behaviour, that the bullies and the people that they bully, that they drive them people to self-harm and to unalive themselves. Like, Britney is lifting the lid off of the underbelly of Hollywood, and it don't look pretty. The telling thing out of all of this is that that post, as of the recording of this video, has been deleted. So who is she exposing there that they didn't want to be exposed, and maybe put pressure on Britney to delete that post? Either way, Britney was declaring war on Hollywood, and you know what? If Queen Britney is declaring war on Hollywood, I'm going to be right there with her at that battle cry, and I'll go to war for Queen Britney any day of the week. Now, speaking of toxic people, her mother has been making the rounds recently in the news, and she was forced at one point to deny selling her daughter's belongings as she begs Britney to let her return them, saying, quote, "Please let me know and know how much I love you." So here is the Instagram post in question from Lynne, saying, "At Britney Spears, I'm not sure who told you I got rid of your dolls and journals, but I would never do that. That would be cruel because I know how much they mean to you. They are special to me too because of the years we spent collecting them. Of course, I still have your things and I'm happy to send them to you if you'd like me to. Please let me know and know how much I love you." So this Instagram post in particular was in response to Britney Spears' memoir, where Britney turns around and says, you know, I went to my mum's house and all my journals had gone, all my dolls had gone, and Lynn's like, no, they're still here. However, this is my question. How do we know that these are Britney's dolls, first and foremost? And secondly, how do we know that this is one of Britney's journals? We don't, right? All could be for sure, right? And then Lynne makes a second Instagram post saying, I would never sell my daughter's things. Get your facts straight, at Daily Mail. Well, that's all good and well, but I don't trust Lynne Spears as far as I could throw her. She is one of those toxic people. And if she's going to say, look, I would never sell my daughter's things, well, show us the receipts then. Okay, you're showing us a hat, an autograph from Britney. Fine, but show us the receipts that that you're not selling Britney's things, right? See where I'm coming from? But the thing is, this is why I'm asking, you know, show us the receipts that you're not selling things, Lynne, because the news is that she's struggling to pay the bills, that she's on the verge, really, of going broke and going bankrupt to the point where she's reportedly started working as a substitute teacher in Louisiana to earn more money. That, you know, she worked as a teacher and ran a daycare in Kentwood, Louisiana prior to Britney's fame in the early 2000s, but now is understood to be struggling financially, according to sources close to her. A source says, quote, she's struggling to pay the bills, but she has already substituted for several classes at a local school. So it would make sense if, you know, she is selling Britney's stuff, because here, turning around and saying, yeah, she's struggling financially. She's struggling to pay the bills, and she's had to go back to substitute teaching, right? Couldn't have happened. One of the... Yes, karma to one of the biggest toxic people on the planet right now. I'm all here for it. But Hold your horses at that point, because she's still living in a mansion worth $2 million that was built by Britney back in 2001. But she apparently is going back to work as a substitute teacher, where she can expect to earn around about $15 an hour. Apparently, Lynn's so-called money struggles have come as a result of her ongoing rift with Britney, which the insider says has seriously impacted her finances. Going on to explain that it's all really to do with when Lynne requested that Britney would be the one to pay her $660,000 attorney bill. Now, Britney's own lawyer, Matthew Rosengod, argued against that petition in court, saying, quote, "There's no legal authority supporting Lynn's claims that she should be able to collect funds from Britney's estate." Claiming that Lynne had for at least a decade resided in a large expansive house owned by Britney, who he said also paid Lynne Spears' utilities, telephone services, insurance, property taxes, landscaping, basically everything. So Lynne, they're arguing that Lynn's already got money from Britney. It's done now. The ATM of Britney is closed to all the toxic people, including, yes, you, Mama Spears. But legal paperwork obtained by the blast in October, so last year, revealed that Lynne had withdrawn her $660,000 claim, and now the Spears insiders claim that she did this at least in part because she hoped that it would help her to repair her relationship with her daughter. This was the final nail in the coffin for Lynne, the source said. She could not fight with Britney anymore, and she knew that asking her to pay her $500,000 lawyer bill was not right, considering what Britney had been through. Not only that, but Lynne was really trying to repair a relationship with Britney. Taking more money from her was not the way to do it. But she's landed with this over $500,000 bill that she has to pay for. And you're telling me that she's not selling Britney's stuff to try and pay that back and to try and maintain the lifestyle that she's accustomed to, especially in her $2 million mansion? Yeah. I don't believe toxic people, and Britney doesn't either, to the point where, yes, just to round this off, Britney Spears declaring war on Hollywood and actors and actresses in LA, particularly those that are two-faced, that exhibit toxic behavior. She's just not there for them anymore. But yeah, guys, with that being said, enough with my gob. It's now time for your gobs. What do you think? Do you think Britney Spears did declare war in that Instagram post against Hollywood and actors and actresses in LA? I certainly think so. Whatever you think, comment down below. Also, as well, on your way out, do make sure you subscribe to this channel, turn that notification bell to all, like this video, comment down below as always, and go one step further and join today. Become a Popcorn Planeteer for as little as $5.99 a month and get exclusive content from the man himself, Andy Signor. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning into today's video and hearing me out without Andy being here. He should be back on Monday, but on the screen right now, there should be some videos that you want to clickety-click, clickety-click.